Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you for spending some of your spare time with us. Now let's begin. The apple, it's a simple fruit, a staple in lunchboxes and kitchens around the world. But behind its familiar skin lies a surprisingly rich and intricate history. From wild forests of Central Asia to supermarket shelves, join us as we explore the apple's fascinating journey. This humble fruit has left its mark on religion, mythology, and art. Our story begins in the heart of Central Asia, in the Tian Shan Mountains of Kazakhstan. Here grows the wild ancestor of all the apples we know today, Malus sieversii. Over centuries, these wild apples spread from their mountainous origins, carried along the Silk Road by traders and travelers. They reached Europe, where their journey would take another significant turn. Our journey begins high in the Tian Shan Mountains of Central Asia. Here grows Malus sieversii, the wild ancestor of all the apples we eat today. These wild apples are smaller and tarter, but hold the genetic blueprint for every variety of apple that exists. Over millennia, wild apple trees thrived, their seeds dispersed by animals. Early humans gathered them, enjoying their refreshing taste and nutritional benefits. These interactions set the stage for the incredible diversity of apples we know today. The Tian Shan Mountains may have been the cradle of the apple, but its journey was far from over. The ancient trade routes known as the Silk Road carried this humble fruit far beyond its Central Asian origins. Traders carried apple seeds westward, planting them in new lands and introducing this remarkable fruit to new cultures. In Persia and the Middle East, apples were prized for their sweetness and versatility. As the Silk Road extended westward, so did the reach of the apple. The apple's arrival in the Mediterranean region marked its integration into the cultures and mythologies of influential civilizations. The Greeks embraced the apple, captivated by its beauty and flavor. In Greek mythology, the apple became intertwined with stories of love, beauty, and immortality. The Romans too saw the potential of the apple as a source of food and a symbol of prosperity. The apple's journey from Central Asia to ancient civilizations was also a journey into myth and legend. In Greek mythology, the apple features in the story of Atalanta and Hippomenes. The Romans embraced the apple in their mythology, with the goddess Pomona often depicted with apples. In Norse mythology, the goddess Idun guarded the apples of immortality, resonating across cultures. The apple was an important part of daily life in ancient Rome. The Romans embraced apple cultivation, developing grafting techniques for larger, sweeter apples. Apple orchards became common throughout the Roman Empire. Apples were used fresh, dried, and cooked, adding sweetness to Roman cuisine. The apple's journey through ancient Rome reflects its remarkable ability to adapt and thrive. As the Roman Empire declined, Christian monasteries emerged as guardians of the apple. Monasteries planted orchards, grafting and cultivating different varieties. Apples held symbolic significance, representing the cycles of life and death. Monasteries' dedication ensured the apple's survival and spread throughout Europe. The apple held a prominent position in the religious and symbolic landscape of medieval Europe. In Christian tradition, the apple became synonymous with temptation and sin. However, it also represented knowledge, abundance, and spiritual growth. The apple's duality of meaning reflected the complexities of medieval thought. This multifaceted symbolism ensured the apple remained a potent image in art and literature. The culinary uses of apples expanded significantly during the Middle Ages. Apples were used in a wide array of dishes, both sweet and savory. Cider, a fermented beverage made from apple juice, was popular throughout the Middle Ages. The apple's culinary versatility made it an indispensable ingredient in medieval cuisine. European explorers carried apple seeds to the New World. The first apple trees in North America arrived with the earliest colonists. Colonists experimented with different apple varieties and cultivation techniques. Hardier, wild stock apples thrived in the New World. The apple tree became a symbol of resilience and self-sufficiency. The legend of Johnny Appleseed spread as the apple tree moved westward. John Chapman, known as Johnny Appleseed, planted nurseries and orchards across the American frontier. He believed in planting seeds, allowing trees to adapt to their surroundings. Chapman's apple trees provided sustenance and refreshment for settlers. His legacy continues to inspire, reminding us of the impact one person can have on the world. As the United States matured from a fledgling nation into an agricultural powerhouse, the apple's place in American culture solidified. No longer just a source of sustenance for settlers and pioneers, the apple became a symbol of national identity. Its versatility reflected in its ever-expanding culinary repertoire. While cider remained a popular beverage throughout the 19th century, Americans began to explore the apple's potential in a wider range of culinary creations. Apple pie, with its flaky crust, sweet tart filling, and comforting aroma, emerged as a national favorite, its image conjuring up notions of home, family, and tradition. The development of new apple varieties, specifically bred for their flavor, texture, and suitability for different purposes, further fueled the apple's culinary ascent. The Macintosh, with its bright red skin and juicy, tangy flesh, emerged in Canada in the late 18th century and quickly gained popularity in the United States. The Red Delicious, with its deep red color and sweet, crisp bite, was discovered in Iowa in the 19th century and became a supermarket staple. The apple's journey from a wild fruit in Central Asia to a national icon in the United States is a testament to its adaptability, resilience, and enduring appeal. It has nourished bodies and inspired imaginations, its story intertwined with the history, culture, and identity of a nation built on the values of ingenuity, perseverance, and a deep connection to the land. The 20th century saw a revolution in apple cultivation, driven by scientific advancements and a growing understanding of genetics. Selective breeding, once a matter of chance and observation, became a precise science, allowing apple breeders to create varieties with specific traits, tailored to meet consumer demand for flavor, texture, and appearance. Researchers delved into the complex world of apple genetics, identifying the genes responsible for sweetness, tartness, color, and disease resistance. Armed with this knowledge, they could crossbreed existing varieties with greater precision, selecting for desirable traits and creating hybrids with enhanced characteristics. The result was an explosion of new apple varieties, each with its own unique flavor profile and culinary uses. The development of cultivars like Gala, Fuji, and Honeycrisp revolutionized the apple market, offering consumers a wider range of choices than ever before. The Gala, with its sweet, mellow flavor and satisfying crunch, became a lunchbox staple. The Fuji, with its crisp texture and balanced sweetness, found favor as a snacking apple, and the Honeycrisp, with its explosively juicy texture and complex honeyed flavor, quickly gained a cult following. These modern apple varieties, with their enhanced sweetness, crispness, and shelf life, transformed the apple from a seasonal treat into a year-round staple. The science of selective breeding had unlocked the apple's full potential, creating a dazzling array of flavors and textures that continue to delight palates around the world. While selective breeding transformed the apple itself, innovations in storage and distribution revolutionized its availability. No longer limited by the constraints of seasonality, consumers could enjoy fresh, crisp apples year-round, thanks to advancements in controlled atmosphere storage and efficient transportation networks. Controlled atmosphere storage, a technological marvel, allowed apples to be stored for extended periods without significant loss of quality. By carefully regulating temperature, humidity, and gas levels within storage facilities, scientists effectively slowed down the apple's natural ripening process, preserving its freshness, flavor, and texture for months on end. Advancements in transportation played an equally crucial role in making apples a global commodity. Refrigerated trucks and shipping containers enabled the safe and efficient transport of apples over long distances, connecting orchards to markets across continents. Apples grown in the United States could be enjoyed in Europe, while apples from New Zealand found their way to Asian markets, their freshness preserved throughout the journey. These innovations in storage and distribution democratized access to fresh produce, making apples available to consumers year-round regardless of their proximity to apple-growing regions. The apple, once a seasonal delicacy, became a symbol of globalization, its journey from orchard to table a testament to human ingenuity and the interconnectedness of the modern world. As we enter the 21st century, the apple stands at a crossroads shaped by genetic modification and the revival of heirloom varieties. This reflects a broader debate about technology and agriculture and preserving biodiversity. Genetic modification enhances crop yields and disease resistance, like the Arctic apple, engineered to resist browning. However, it remains controversial due to potential environmental impacts. Meanwhile, heirloom varieties offer unique flavors and history, preserving genetic diversity and tradition. The future of the apple lies in balancing technology and tradition. From the wild slopes of Central Asia to the produce aisles of today, the apple's journey reflects an enduring legacy. It embodies the interconnectedness of human civilization and the natural world, a testament to our capacity for innovation and adaptation. The apple's story is far from over, however. As we face new challenges from climate change to food security, the humble apple offers valuable lessons. Its genetic diversity, carefully preserved over millennia, holds the key to developing varieties that can thrive in a changing world. Its cultural significance, woven into the fabric of societies across the globe, reminds us of the power of food to connect us to our past and inspire hope for the future. So the next time you bite into a crisp, juicy apple, take a moment to appreciate its journey. It's a journey that spans continents, cultures, and centuries, a testament to the enduring power of nature's simplest gifts. From ancient forests to modern tables, the apple's story is a reminder that even in a rapidly changing world, some things remain timeless. If you enjoy this content, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel. Also, to keep up to date with the next video, click on the notification button. Yet again, thank you for your spare time.